Well, hello there, folks. Good afternoon, good morning, or good afternoon, depending on what time of day it is where you are. It's lovely to see you again as usual. So a very warm welcome back to What's for Tea and our meals of the week for this week. One of my favourite times of the week to upload here on YouTube, and I know so many of you now like to watch these videos. But if you're new and it's your first time here, my name's Cheryl. We're a family of 4 from the west coast of Scotland, and it is just what I've made for the family dinners during the week. So on Monday we had chicken and vegetable hot pot. We haven't had this one for such a long time, but you know, it's a big favourite in the house. It's basically a chicken stew with sliced potatoes on the top, and we just had some buttered green beans on the side, and then a wee bit of parsley, because I do have some parsley that I'm trying to use up. So it's just diced carrots, diced chicken, peas, and a lovely rich gravy as well. Yeah, just absolutely delicious. And this is it here, just out of the oven. I do have a recipe for this one I will leave in the show more box underneath. Moving on to Tuesday, I made a vegetarian lasagna. So this lasagna is made using the corn mince, and I also used some red and yellow peppers, and of course some more parsley on the top. I actually made this one the day before, so it's set really well, and I've got a really nice square there. So there's a wee tip for you. If you want a nice square, do it the day before, or do let it cool down completely before you reheat it. And we've got some roast veggies on the side, and also a wee bit of garlic bread on the back. Moving on to Wednesday, we had wraps and chips, and I actually got these corn crispy fillets, or goujons, whatever you want to call them. So I just popped them into some wraps with some lettuce and ranch dressing and cheese. We had some chips on the side, and then a buttered corn on the cob on the back. And this is just a lovely combination. It's so easy to put together. It doesn't take long at all. So that's the seeded wrap. I've got some garlic mayonnaise on top and some iceberg lettuce. That's those crispy corn fillet type things, and those were lovely in this. And then some Parmesan cheese and some ranch dressing on the top, all wrapped up, and it was lovely. Yeah, highly recommend these corn crunchy strips. You know, even if you're not vegetarian, I would give them a wee go, because you might be surprised if you haven't tried them before. Moving on to Thursday, I was just using up things, you know, that I had in the fridge or the cupboard that I really did need to use up. So I had a cauliflower languishing in the cupboard that I've turned into cauliflower cheese. And we had some of those Linda McCartney meat-free sausage rolls that I made as well. And then some carrots just that I had to use up. You know, it's a bit of a random plate of food, but you do have to use the things that you've got before you start adding more to your fridges and to your cupboards. So yeah, tasty nonetheless. Moving on to Friday, we had spaghetti carbonara. Again, just because I had bacon and mushrooms that I had to use up. And that's just a lovely creamy white sauce as well, along with the spaghetti. I just mix everything together, or sometimes we have it separate, but on this occasion I just mixed it all together with some shaved parmesan on the top and a couple of garlic bread sticks, slightly overdone on the side. And this is it here, just bubbling away until it's combined. Moving on to yesterday, we had chicken fajitas. Now I thought I'd better show you everything individual, you know, before I popped it into the wraps, because you can't really see anything once it's in the wrap. So I've got some Mexican style spicy rice there. I've also got some sweet corn on the side, some sour cream with some garlic and chives in there as well. We've got some sliced cucumber, some iceberg lettuce, and some mixed sweet peppers, just for a wee bit of crunch. And then I've got some cheddar. I was looking for the Mexican cheese. I couldn't find it, so I've just got the cheddar. And then, of course, the fajita chicken. So that's the chicken and the fajita sauce and spices. Some of these lovely warm tortilla wraps. I think these are corn wraps. It's just the old El Paso ones, and they were lovely. And of course some chips on the side as well. Mr. What's for Tea can eat rice, but he's not that keen on it, so he prefers chips. You know, if you can have chips with it, he will take chips every time. And then moving on to today, we had corn roast. I don't think I've ever had corn roast, and it was such a nice surprise. So I made some roast potatoes in the oven, as I do with any sort of roast type thing. That's the corn roast slices in the back there, a wee bit of sage and onion stuffing, some broccoli that I had to use up, and then I made a lovely vegetable gravy with sage and onion and rosemary in there as well. And this was lovely. That roast was surprisingly moist and juicy. I thought it was going to be really dry and tasteless, but it wasn't. And I would definitely get this again if I was looking for a sort of chicken or meat alternative. So again, recommended you give that one a go if you haven't, because again, it might surprise you. Just before I move on and leave you, I wanted to say, as usual, a huge thank you to the supporters of the channel over on my Patreon page, and to the channel members here on the YouTube. Sorry, my mouth is dry. To the supporters here on YouTube, and for you all for watching and leaving your lovely comments, and for those that share the videos as well. You know that you have been sharing them more recently, which I really do appreciate, because obviously I notice. So thank you to you as well. And if you join me during the week, I will be doing my usual shopping unbagging, or back on Sunday for meals of the week, or even during the week for my wee recipe. I'm going to pop down to the comments section now and respond to some of your comments. So I will see you in the comments in a few minutes. So you take care of yourselves, and I'll see you off as soon back here on What's for Tea. Take care and bye for now. Bye now.